After discovering her husband had hidden substantial assets during their divorce proceedings, Sarah hired a forensic accountant who uncovered offshore accounts. The judge amended the settlement, awarding her an additional $1.2 million plus legal fees. Story 2. When Michael learned his wife had been secretly recording their arguments to paint him as unstable, he documented her manipulation tactics and presented them to their mediator, resulting in a more favorable custody arrangement for their children. Story 3. After her husband claimed poverty despite living lavishly, Jennifer compiled evidence of his expensive purchases and social media posts showing luxury vacations. The court increased her alimony and child support accordingly. Story 4. Thomas discovered his wife had been having an affair with her boss for years. Rather than confronting her immediately, he secured proof and negotiated a much more favorable divorce settlement once she realized her actions had been documented. Story 5. When Rebecca's husband tried to claim her successful business as marital property, despite having no involvement in it, she produced years of documentation showing she had built it independently before their marriage, protecting her company entirely. Story 6. After his wife emptied their joint savings account, David was able to pull up all his old Excel spreadsheets from his computer that had been in the garage and prove the funds were primarily from his inheritance, separate property, resulting in the court ordering full restitution plus interest. Story 7. When Caroline's husband attempted to deny her access to their children, she had to pull up all of the old text messages and boost check receipts from her bank on his payments. She systematically documented every canceled visit and broken promise, which convinced the family court to grant her primary custody. Story 8. Robert discovered his wife had accumulated secret credit card debt in his name. He filed fraud reports, restored his credit, and received a settlement that covered the damages plus compensation for the identity theft. Story 9. After her husband spread false rumors about her to friends and family, Maria quietly collected evidence of his own indiscretions, since she had already taken pictures of his text messages to 3 different affair partners, then used it to negotiate a private settlement that included a non-disparagement clause and financial compensation. Story 10. When James learned his wife had manipulated their prenuptial agreement by using lies and her body as a reward for coercing him into putting certain things into the prenup, he hired a specialized attorney who successfully challenged the document's validity due to coercion, resulting in a much more equitable division of assets. Of course, anyone can be in any situation like this because life imitates art and art imitates life. But these are just things to think about with your going into relationships and wondering what happened here, what happened there.